and welcome to this year's very first segment of Out of the Muhlenbubble, our pop culture episode. We're your hosts, Lizzie Cognini,
Alyssa Kratz,
and Heather Downey.
So guys, I don't know if you heard, but Alex Graves, one of the directors of Game of Thrones, has just announced that he's doing a live action version of Mulan.
Interesting.
I know. So I was wondering what you guys thought about how all of our original Disney movies are now being made into live action versions.
Yeah, and The Jungle Book was another one.
And Beauty and the Beast is coming out in the spring.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I haven't seen Jungle Book yet, but when I was in London, we got to go to like the production company who did like all the special effects for The Jungle Book, and so we got to see the trailer for it, and it looked amazing. So I really want to see
That's
it.
so exciting.
But
I know all the live action shows are definitely making me go back and see.
Want to watch the original?
Exactly,
Yeah.
because like when Cinderella came out, I saw live action Cinderella, and then I was like, oh, I gotta compare to the original Cinderella.
did it beat the original?
They're just so different. It's hard.
I know, but it was so good, the live action one.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
It was really good.
Well, I mean, Game of Thrones has been hugely successful, so I'm sure Alex Graves is gonna, do a good job.
Exactly.
Of it.
So then also in TV news and movies, I don't know if you guys seen, but Netflix has been slowly releasing their new lineup, and the shows are amazing. So one of these shows is called Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like everyone's heard of
I've heard
it,
of it.
but if you don't know, it follows around 3 young boys and a girl trying to find their missing friend who's been kidnapped by a supernatural being.
It's really scary, right?
It is actually really scary, but it's so good.
I don't want to watch it. I don't like scary things.
But it's not so scary. It's like set in the 1980s too, so it's kind of cute. So at like 10 o'clock, they have to call up their teacher and ask him about things they couldn't Google because it didn't exist.
Does the teacher answer?
Yeah, he does. It's so cute, and they ride their bikes everywhere.
My roommate's watching it right now, and like she'll watch it without headphones, so I hear it, and it just sounds like something that I don't
wanna watch.
Yeah, exactly. But it's interesting. Are there any other shows that?
Well,
Were in the
there's
lineup?
another interesting show that I didn't know. So this one's called Haters Back Off. And if you've seen Miranda Sings, the YouTube sensation. So if you don't know, she's it's Colleen
Ballinger.
There you go. It's such a difficult name, but no one knows it because she never says her real name. It's the character Miranda Sings, and she does these YouTube videos like she's the best actress in the world, making fun of people who think they're amazing singers. So the TV show on Netflix follows Miranda Sings' like claim to fame and how she gets on YouTube stardom.
Yeah, I already watched the whole entire season.
How old is she?
I don't know. Like I thought that was interesting too. Like watching the show.
25?
Oh no, the actual Colleen Ballinger. She's 29, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But in the show, like I don't know how old Miranda's supposed to be, which I thought was when I was watching it, I was kind of trying to think that because it was kind of weird. But the show was really good. It actually took me off guard because like I was crying during the last episode, and usually it's like crying laughing and not like crying sad
Like
tears.
legitimate crying.
Yeah, and it was really good. I definitely would recommend it, especially if you don't know who she is. Like it's definitely an interesting take on like. Definitely different from the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I know I haven't watched Miranda Sings
Yeah,
YouTube.
I
I've seen
either.
a couple that friends have sent me, and I still find the whole Netflix show very interesting, and it's just really funny. But then there's a lot of surprises. If you do watch Miranda Sings, I will give that a lot of surprises.
I'll have to add it to my watch list.
Yeah.
The new shows to watch. The list is growing. But also for TV, Candy Crush. You guys play Candy Crush?
Oh,
Did you play Candy Crush?
It's addicting. I had to
Still do,
stop.
unfortunately.
Well, I just read that apparently it just reached 1 trillion players,
Oh my, what?
which is crazy.
I don't know. Well, there's not even a trillion people.
I
on the
know,
planet.
right? So, well, I guess plays maybe
Oh, okay.
plays, not
Okay, like downloads, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're coming out with a TV show of Candy Crush on CBS.
Yeah, I thought that's kind of interesting. Like they made a movie out of the Angry Birds, but that's kind of different because there was a little bit of a story how like the birds were against like the pigs, but like it's literally just you're switching candy. Like it doesn't make sense
I don't know.
how they're gonna make that into a story.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Well, I guess it's gonna be a game show, so
okay.
it'll be like a live action board game type of thing.
Okay.
From what I've heard, it's from the creator of Wipeout. Did you ever watch Wipeout?
Oh my god, yes.
So funny. My family and I would sit and watch that for like hours.
Oh, it's so
too.
good.
It's so funny.
But then again, like we were saying with with Game of Thrones, I bet it'll be good because it's from the creators that already made a good
Well,
show.
Wipeout, I didn't realize it's canceled now.
What?
But like it lasted a really long
years.
time.
It
It
did.
did last a long time. It had a good run.
Yeah, it did.
Interesting.
So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to. There's not too many details out yet about it, but and then also The Voice. Do you guys still watch The Voice at all?
Sometimes.
I used to
Never
watch it
watched it.
religiously, but I haven't watched it in a few seasons. But apparently Gwen Stefani is coming back for the next
Oh.
season and replacing Miley Cyrus, who's on right now
Interesting.
this season.
I knew when Miley came on, that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
So that was a huge talking point. Like, we're having someone young and hip and kind
But
of
now she's not
off
gonna
center,
be
and now
anymore.
she's not coming back.
Yeah. Well, she's coming back the season after they've already said, which will be next
How did
fall.
they already know that?
Why can't they have Gwen Stefani and Miley
Because they already have
Cyrus?
Alicia Keys too.
Oh, there we go.
So next season's gonna be Blake, Adam, Gwen, and Alicia, which will be interesting now that Gwen and Blake are. I think they're engaged now, right?
Oh, maybe
like
they'll
Sean.
try
I
to
don't know
form an
anything.
alliance.
I don't like Gwen Stefani, so because I think that Blake Shelton cheated on Miranda Lambert with her, so I'm against that.
Personal vibe.
Yeah, but that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see the different combos. But Blake and Adam have always been the constants from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
So I love.
So Halloween's coming up in a couple weeks, so I'm getting excited. What do we think are gonna be some popular costumes this year?
All right, so
Not clowns.
Not clowns.
That's true. No one be a clown, please. Please.
No,
My sanity.
that's so scary. We got like an email about
From
it.
the dean.
Exactly, and it
Yeah.
said, please be careful not to dress up as a clown.
Yeah.
I think that should literally be like. I don't think it should be sold. Like.
Yeah, they should stop
Yeah.
it right away.
I mean, they might not, but it depends if they already made it, then it would.
Right.
But I definitely think Ken Bone
Yes.
Yeah.
is, I don't know why, I
Yes.
was watching the news the other day, and why do party companies think this is a good idea? There was a sexy Ken Bone costume.
I believe
It was sold out. Like, who wants to wear that?
That's insane. It's just like the power of the internet and like the power of social media.
Yeah.
Before
it's
that
crazy.
debate, he had 7 Twitter followers, 2 of which were his grandmother, because he explained on CNN that like his grandmother forgot her password, so she had to remake her account. So 2 of the 7 followers.
But now he's one of the
he
most
has
popular
over
people in America.
200,000 Twitter followers
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Like crazy. He's been on Jimmy Kimmel, like CNN.
How do I get like that?
I know. Go to the debate, I guess.
Go to the debate
Ask
wearing a
Question
red
about
sweater.
energy policy. You know.
Speaking of
So.
scary Halloween costumes, Disneyland has announced that Disneyland, not Disney World, has announced that they're taking down their Tower of Terror and making it into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. And people are upset because it's a classic ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm just happy. Hopefully, they'll keep it at Disney World.
Right.
Because when I went on that ride, it was life changing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was
I
so
would never do
excited.
it.
I remember
I'd be so
going in
scared.
and like you know how when you walk in that you are like in that lobby.
Oh my god, yes.
I thought that was the part that because I was really young,
Oh,
so like
yeah.
I thought that was the part that like dropped. And I was just like waiting for it. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna drop.
No.
But then I was like, that probably wouldn't be safe.
I love the Twilight Zone, and
Mhm.
so I don't know. I felt everything about the ride was so Disney. Like you're waiting online, and the line takes you through
Right.
the hotel,
Right.
and it's fun. And then you're on the hotel, and there's holograms, which I guess aren't really high tech now. But
Right.
while
I guess
they
maybe the
were-
point is that like maybe a lot of younger kids don't know about the Twilight Zone because it is an older
Yeah.
thing, and that maybe they're trying to gear it towards younger people because with Guardians of the Galaxy it's more.
What is
recent.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
I think it's
haven't
I
seen
think it's a movie that came out last
Yeah,
year. I
it's
didn't see it.
about Chris Hemsworth. No.
But, well, he's probably in it.
He's in it.
He's an actor.
Yes, I know. Who played Andy from Parks and Rec?
I have no clue.
I'm not a Parks and Rec
Alright, now I
watcher.
feel really bad that I can't remember who it is.
Oh,
But he's
okay.
in it. There's
Is it
a-
animated?
No, it's humans and
Oh, okay.
animated. And so there's a raccoon who fights crime. It seems like not a real movie. And then there's a tree. But they're guardians of the galaxy.
So did they say what type of ride is it gonna be?
I think it might be the same type of ride. I'm not
Oh.
sure. I didn't really read too much into that.
Right,
Like
yeah.
I don't think they've really even said what kind of ride it's going to
Yeah.
be, but I know they said starting in 2017 that ride is going to be
Oh.
not the same as it was.
Well, I still feel like because there are a lot of adults who go to Disneyland because they have to take their kids,
Right.
it would still be beneficial to gear some of the ride towards the adults
Right.
because they need to be
Yeah, that's
entertained
true.
while the kids are just
But
having fun.
Yeah.
Disney.
I went to Disney World once in 7th grade, and I haven't been back since. So like I'm sure a lot has changed.
I just went 2 years ago, and I remember they used to have the hat in Hollywood Studios. Like remember the big hat you would walk up?
Yeah.
They got rid of it.
Oh.
I was there literally the last week it was there, and then they took it down. I don't know why, but they put a water tower in its place or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I was there like before I was there was when they changed like MGM Studios
to
Hollywood Studios. So like I went right after.
But
that
even though
change.
it was really the same thing, they just changed the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where the hat was, right?
Right.
In
Yeah.
MGM Studios. Yeah.
Definitely.
And then Epcot's the big ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously the castle in Magic Kingdom.
Can't forget the biggest
Stable.
highlight.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's interesting.
And then finally, the Nobel Peace Prize winners came out this week, which is pretty exciting. But the one I was reading about was Bob Dylan. They tried to contact, I guess, his managers and his people that he won a Nobel Peace Prize, and he never responded and hasn't claimed the prize yet. So they've decided that they're going to have the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony dinner without Bob Dylan if he doesn't show up anyway, which I thought was kind of weird.
Interesting.
How could you not accept the Nobel Peace Prize?
Well, I know there was a lot of like criticism and like from people for the fact that he even got it in the first place from there,
right?
Because he's like a singer.
He's
and
a singer.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
For literature, like that, people thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for this week's episode of Out of the Muhlenbubble. We're your hosts, Heather Downey,
Lizzie Cunini,
And Alyssa Kratz.
and have a great week, Muhlenberg.